Hey Anatoly. Okay, so we start by opening AppNexus in 3 different tabs, and sometimes it's going to log you out, so you'll just have to re-log in. So in this first tab, we're going to go to BuzzFeed Rotational Ads, and this is the only advertiser we ever use. And then under Campaigns, we're going to click where it says 160. Now, when we're adjusting campaigns, there are only 3 campaigns that we ever adjust, and it's these A, US Toolbar, A, Be Real-Time, and A, Test Pubs. Let's start with the Test Pubs. So we're going to go to the Creatives, and we're going to click where the 3 is here. Again, we're just in the first tab. Then we're going to see 3 different creatives. These are with the green check marks. What we're looking to do, and these are 3 different sizes, 160 by 600, 300 by 250, 728 by 90. We need to basically replace a bunch of ID numbers. It's going to be 9 total ID numbers we replace. So we're going to start by copying this number here, and then we move to the second tab. Up in the search box, we're going to paste in that ID. We're going to get a drop down and click the drop down, which will open a specific creative size. And again, remember that we are starting with the test pubs. So you see 160 by 600, you can see a preview of what the ad looks like here. We're going to open up the full edit screen, and then we're actually going to go to the third tab. So once this big dialog box appears here, in the second tab, we'll move to the third. Have to sign back in again. And once in the third tab, we're going to click Publishers. And we're going to find the corresponding value that we used. So before we were doing A test pubs. So we're going to find A test pubs again, and we're going to go to Placement Manager. Then we're going to see a whole list of placements. What we need to do here is click ID to sort them. And you'll see that the most recent ones are at the top. So 411, the dates might be a little off, but 411 is the most recent. So actually what we're first going to do is actually make a copy of these tags. So we're going to go in and check mark whatever's the most recent one. So tomorrow would be 4-12. So we're going to copy those. We're going to go to More Actions and Duplicate. Now, since we're duplicating these, we're going to make these the tags that we'll use tomorrow. So I'm going to delete the word copy, and then I'm going to just increase the numbers. So instead of 4-11, we'll make these 4-12. I'm going to confirm that, which is basically saving it. It may just take a minute. And then I'm going to go hit ID again to resort. I might have to hit it twice, and you'll see that the tags I just made, 4-12, are there. So for today, we're going to highlight 4-11 because those are the tags we're actually going to use today. 4-12 we've created to use tomorrow. So once these 3 sizes, 300 by 250, 728, 90, and 160, 600 are highlighted, so all the 4-11s are highlighted, I'm going to go to More Actions, and I'm going to go to Export Tags, and then on this page I'm going to click Get Tags as well. So this is really the main part of what we're going to do now. So what I'm going to start with is on this dialog screen from the second tab, you notice that we're talking about 160 by 600. So there are basically 3 different new tags that we've generated here, and we just need to replace the creative IDs. So we need to find the corresponding size, so 160 by 600. So in the third tab, we scroll down until we see 160 by 600. Here it is. And we have to basically select this ID number, 2505116. So I'm going to copy that. It's a little tricky because it doesn't actually show you copying. You can't, but if you just hover over it and do that, you will copy the number, and you can just kind of remember it in your head in case there's an issue. So then go back to the second tab. We're going to highlight the ID number here. The only thing we touch on this page is the ID number. The rest of the code, don't worry about it. Just this ID number, and we're going to delete it, and we're going to paste in the other one. You can see that it did paste the entire ID, and then we're going to go down and hit save. So all we're doing on this page is just replacing that one ID. Then you can see here that there's a preview for it. We're going to just click refresh preview to make sure that an ad is loading. If for some reason an ad doesn't load, it probably means we did something wrong. So now we're going to just repeat that process for the rest of the test pub IDs. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to highlight the one for 300 by 250 next. I'm going to go over to the second tab. I'm going to replace the ID number that we searched for before with this new one I just copied. I'm going to hit apply filter, and you'll see a 300 by 250 size has just appeared. Click on that once, and then into full edit. Okay, so then we go back over, and I'm looking for the size that's 300 by 250. So again, I just stay on the same page in the third tab, and I find 300 by 250, which is at the top here. I'm going to highlight this ID number, go back to the second tab, and I'm going to replace it here. Click save. Refresh preview, make sure it works. It does. And then we'll go to this last one, which is the 728 by 90. Replace it in the second tab. Apply the filter. There it is. Click once, go into full edit, and then go find the replacement size. Oops, let's close out of here. Oops, I guess I made a little mistake there. I'll go back to export tabs, and go get 728 by 90. Where is that thing? Here we go. And refresh preview. Yep, looks good. Okay, so now we've basically completed all three of these four test pubs. So we can cancel out of that, and we can start on the next one, which is going to be A/B real-time. And we're going to run the exact same process. So highlight the 728 by 90. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to apply the filter. And full edit. Now the one thing that we have to do on the third tab is we're going to close the dialog box now. And what we need to do is go back to publishers. And this time we find the corresponding, now that we're on A/B real-time, we go to A/B real-time under publishers, and we're going to jump to the placement manager, and we're going to do the same process where we create 3 new tags for the A-B real-time as well. So go to ID. You can see it's going to be the same numbers, but it'll look similar to before. So in this case, take the most 3 recent ones, and we're going to duplicate them. Confirm it. Resort. Click ID a couple times to sort. You can see that the new tags are there. The tags we're using today are these 411s. So we'll highlight the 3 different sizes, and we're going to go export tags, get tags. And then here we go. We've got all of the IDs. So we're first starting with 728 by 90. And you'll usually get this little pop-up thing down here as well. just as kind of a confirmation you've pasted it. If for some reason you don't copy the ID correctly, when you refresh the creative, the ad won't load quite correctly. So we go back to the first tab, moving on to 300 by 250. Paste that in there, apply filter. 300 by 250 appears, click on it once, open full edit, and then go find the corresponding 300 by 250 size, which is here. And place this tag there. Hit the little pop-up, save it. Refresh the preview. Perfect. And then 160 by 600. Let's find 160 by 600. There it is. Copy the ID. Find the ID number here and replace it. Yep, and there it is. Okay, so the last one that we have to do is we go back to the first tab. So we've already done test publishers. It'd be real time. The last one to do is US Toolbar 2.0. Click on the number 3. That's going to bring up the creative IDs. Start with 728 by 90. And we're going to have to do this one more time as well. So click out, go back into publishers. You find the corresponding A/US Toolbar 2.0. Go to Placement Manager. Click ID. See 411s. Let's duplicate those. We're going to start with today's, which are 411s, more actions, export tags, get tags. And now we can replace it. And we're starting with, when we go back here, 728 by 90. So let's see. There's 728 by 90. Sorry, this is just a little slow here. Refresh preview, looks good. Let's go here, 300 by 250, whoops. In the second tab, apply filter. Looking for the 300 by 250 now. There it is. Refresh the preview. Sometimes it's a little slow, but clearly there's an ad that is loading there. So we'll move on to the last one. In this case, I'm pretty confident an ad's loading. So we'll go in and just search for the last one here. 160 by 600, full edit. and find our last guy hiding out here. ID number, copy, and we'll replace it. Okay, and we're done. So we don't really have to do anything else. So we can go back to the first tab, cancel out of this, and then we can just close our tabs and we are done for the day.